Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Who is he? Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And who is he? Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And what he do? And he's gonna react to all the self-snitching.
Hi, this is Bruce Rivers. Welcome to another episode of Criminal Lawyer Reacts, wearing the same suit that I did in the prior two episodes. And why is that? Because we're just putting out content like we can't even have time to change our clothes. So here's the thing. This episode is brought to you by eForms.com. That's eForms.com. What did I say? eForms.com. And eForms.com, here's the thing. I don't like to reinvent the wheel, and neither should you. So you go to eForms.com to get a lease, power of attorney, loan agreement. Let's say your grandma wants to borrow some money because she's just lost it all at the casino and you don't trust her anymore because she's not good with money. So you want to make her sign an agreement so you can sue her if she doesn't pay you back. Well, you go to eForms.com and get an agreement, make your grandmother sign it, then you're protected. And you don't have to hire somebody like me to draft it. So go to eForms.com. Okay, today we're reacting to Deshaun Watson. Now, here's the thing. Power and money. Power and money. Power, money, good looks. Power, money, good looks, and a physique. Power, money, good looks, a physique, and an NFL career. Power, good looks, money, a physique, a career, and an inflated sense of who you are. I don't know Deshaun Watson at all. I'm a Vikings fan, so I stick mostly there. But Deshaun Watson has been sued by 25 women. And he denies all allegations and doesn't have any regrets whatsoever. And which I don't think is the right tone, but maybe it is what it is. Here's the thing. He was suspended by the NFL for 6 games. There was a hearing. The 3-day hearing they had in front of Judge Robinson. The judge in that case gave a long description, and they said that he is engaged in sexual assault, number one, and that he posed a danger to others and affected the NFL's reputation. Based on that, and based on precedent, she gave him a 6-game suspension. Now, Roger Goodell, who makes $45 million plus a year for doing, being the commissioner of the NFL, has got a lot of power. So you got the NFL Players Association on one side, you got the NFL on the other side, and Judge Robinson made the decision. Well, now the NFL is going to appeal that decision. They want him suspended for a year. And guess what? Roger Goodell can appeal to himself and make the decision himself, which is just, why even bother with all this to begin with? Or Roger Goodell could appoint somebody. And I think that's what he should do if they want to have any kind of a semblance of fairness. These kind of courts, these kind of hearings, these administrative hearings, are usually just a fucking kangaroo court. If you've ever had any kind of disciplinary action at a school, whether it be middle school, high school, or even college, they know what they're going to do before you even try to make any kind of showing. And I just have never had great luck in those kinds of disciplinary hearings. And that's what you have here, too. There really are no rules, except for that in the appeal, you can't bring up new issues. They have to go by what the record was at the time, and that the punishment doesn't fit the crime. Now, if you look at what they did with Adrian Peterson, remember he was disciplining his kid and got charged in criminal court. I think they suspended him for a whole season on that one. And this is pretty pervasive. You've got 25 women complaining. Now, these guys, I've represented NFL players before. And then let me tell you something what they are. They are targets. They're targets because if their sperm lands in the right spot, guess what? She's got a fucking meal ticket. Oh, I got an NFL player paying me 25% of his income in child support. That's $21,000 a month. They're a target. They're absolutely a target. So what do they have to do? They have to be careful. It's so easy because if you to succumb to the trappings of fame and fortune and chicks, because these guys can get whatever they want, because there's all kinds of chicks hanging out. The best thing, monogamy. Guess what? If you had one woman, 24 of them wouldn't be bitching. she might still be bitching, but you'd only have one as opposed to 25. And this is my mantra. I mean, is it really that hard to be respectful of women? I don't think it is. It's not that hard to be fucking respectful to women. And Mr. Watson, if you're listening, if you limited yourself to one gorgeous woman who had your back at every turn, you wouldn't need all that other crap. Some guys, they call it the work. You know, I had a buddy he owned a transportation company, and certain stars would come into town, and the family would be in one place, and his girlfriend would be in another. Too much fucking work, guys. Just too much work. You know, just find somebody that you just are madly in love with and stick with that. Because look what he's, and this is what it's going to cost him. So you got some of these guys that want to pay so much in child support, but this suspension, let's see, Watson's contract with the Browns guarantees a league record $230 million, okay, with a base salary that would jump to $46 million in 2023 and $44 million signing bonus. I mean, so he's making a lot of money. So this transgressions can turn into real dollars for these guys. What amazes me is that you got 25 women making civil complaints. Now, I don't know if any of them have gone to the criminal court, you know, or to the police to allege anything criminal. He hasn't been charged criminally with any of this. And the standard for a civil complaint is different than a criminal. Remember, you should know this by now. A criminal is beyond a reasonable doubt, which is the highest standard in our criminal system, or in our judicial system. And the civil standard is just preponderance of the evidence. And in this administrative hearing that they just had, it was by a preponderance of the evidence. And this Judge Robinson made some rulings and just found that a 6-game suspension was appropriate. We're not so much more in the Me Too movement. I mean, we still kind of are a little post-Me Too, but it's not as prevalent as it was, say, maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago. And the NFL has an image to keep up. The female section of their audience is growing, actually. Probably growing faster than men, because men are always there. So they want to make sure that they don't do anything that is contrary to the interests of their constituents. If you look at this, and I don't believe he's settled all of his lawsuits, but if you remember, we did a little thing on Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook is being sued right now, and he's not even on the radar screen. And the allegations in that case are pretty severe. The pictures of the beating this woman took are pretty bad. I can't believe that that's not even on the radar screen. So if you juxtapose what's going on with Deshaun Watson and what's going on with Dalvin Cook, perhaps they're not being treated the same. That's just food for thought. 18 of these women, I guess, were massage therapists. Let's take a little look at a snippet from one of his depositions.
I'm going to go to a hotel room with you?
I don't remember that.
The Fox 8i team giving you the first look at Deshaun Watson answering questions in lawsuits filed by 22 women.
Women accusing him of sexual misconduct. Strangers he met through social media for massages.
That's why I saw it on Instagram.
So you think you saw a story that involved her?
Definitely possible.
Definitely possible. Did you find her attractive?
That wasn't my intention, sir.
I didn't ask you what your intentions were.
I can't answer that. I have a girlfriend, so that wasn't my intention, sir.
Okay, so you can't answer that because you have a girlfriend.
Because that's not what I was looking for.
What did you want from her?
Just a massage.
Was she a massage therapist?
Yes, sir.
Licensed?
I'm not sure, sir.
Trained?
I'm not sure, sir.
Schooled?
I'm not sure, sir.
Did you tell the Texans you were doing that?
No, sir.
Did you tell your trainer you were doing that?
No, sir.
Pretty risky to go to some place you've never been before, to have somebody you didn't really know, you didn't know anything about their skill level, to give you a massage. So what I'm trying to figure out, Mr. Watson, is why you...
So one of the allegations is that he was going to meeting people up on social media and going to uncertified massage therapists. What do you think that means? You talk about fucking risky business. They're probably professional hookups, right? So let's get into what this is really about.
That's why I saw it on Instagram.
So you think you saw a story that involved her?
Definitely possible.
Definitely possible. Did you find her attractive?
That wasn't my intention, sir.
I didn't ask you.
Okay, so that was my intention, sir. Well, first of all, you didn't answer the question. It's non-responsive. But second of all, okay, that was my intention, sir. Oh, let's see. If I want to get a massage, don't you think you could go to Massage Envy or the team's got... So here's the thing. So he's going on online. Let's just fucking call a spade a spade. All right? It's so sketch to go to somebody that you don't know and you go into their place. I mean, it's really going to a hooker. Let's just call it what it is. And then all of a sudden, guess what? You drag $50 across a parking lot and you get these women because they realize who they're dealing with. And all of a sudden, holy shit, I can make some money off this.
Your intentions were.
I can't answer that. I have a girlfriend, so that wasn't my intention, sir.
Okay, so you can't answer that because you have a girlfriend.
Because that's not what I was looking for.
What did you want from her?
And having 18 of them that were massage therapists, supposedly, that probably tells you that he's got a habit. Remember what happened with Tiger Woods? Tiger Woods was hooking up here and there, and let's just call it is what it is.
Just a massage?
Was she a massage therapist?
Yes, sir.
Licensed?
I'm not sure, sir.
Trained?
I'm not sure, sir.
Schooled?
I'm not sure, sir.
Did you tell the Texans you were doing that?
No, sir.
Did you tell your trainer you were doing that?
No, sir.
Pretty risky to go to some place you've never been before.
It is pretty risky, and this is why.
Have somebody you didn't really know, you didn't know anything about their skill level to give you a massage. So what I'm trying to figure out, Mr. Watson, is why you would post something on Instagram suggesting that you were in New York City when you were instead in Houston getting a massage.
On the advice of my lawyer, I assert my rights under the Fifth Amendment.
So what I want to know, Mr. Watson, is why you would post something on Instagram suggesting you were in New York City.
Suggesting that you were in New York City when you were instead in Houston getting a massage.
Well, we know why. Because his girlfriend is probably wondering where he is.
To my lawyer, I assert my rights under the Fifth Amendment.
Meeting a woman at her mother's home and taking his own towel.
You don't think that's a little bit strange?
Can be, but we're communicating, so.
Seriously, Deshaun, you don't think that's just a little bit weird?
I'm serious too, sir.
So asking the question is a little bit weird. What is that? That's just a kind of a harassing question. It's not really even a question.
Well, I'm not criticizing you. I'm just trying to figure out. Do you
are
think
kind
that's a
of
little
little
bit weird?
It is what it is.
It's these risky behavior that these guys engage in because they're either bored with their current situation or they've got some kind of predilection they need to have satisfied, or they just have the power and they can do it. That is a danger when you're in that high-profile arena. So we'll see what happens. I wish Mr. Watson well, and I hope that the league and I hope they come to a resolution together. I think the league needs to maintain this tough attitude so that their constituents, their women who could cancel them in a minute, don't. This has been our reaction to Deshaun Watson. I'm Bruce Rivers, and with one woman, and I encourage all you guys not to have 18 to 25 women out there that can all of a sudden point all those fingers. That's 50 fingers that they're pointing at you, and they're all trying to put those fingers in your pocket. So better off to just be monogamous, have one person that you're dealing with that you love more than anything else in the world, and that person would have your back. That's all you need. Otherwise, it's just too complicated. So this is Bruce Rivers, Criminal Lawyer Reacts. Please subscribe, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, sign up for Patreon, And we'll see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts.
Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away. Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away. 23-hour lockdown, police is at my god.